بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا وحبيبنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله تبارك وتعالى عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وقال الملك ائتوني به فلما جاءه الرسول قال ارجع إلى ربك فاسأله ما بال النسوة اللاتي قطعن أيديهن إن ربي بكيدهن عليم قال ما خطبكن إذ راوتن يوسف عن نفسه قلنا حاشا لله ما علمنا عليه من سوء قالت امرأة العزيز الآن حسحس الحق أنا راودته عن نفسه وإنه لمن الصادقين ذلك ليعلم أني لم أخنه بالغيب وأن الله لا يهدي كيد الخائنين صدق الله العظيم بارك الله لنا ولكم في القرآن العظيم ونفعنا وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم أستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. Respected brothers, Alhamdulillah, today we have recited 50, 51 and 52 ayat, verses of Surah YuSuf. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions the story of Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam in Surah YuSuf. And for the last, today is our part 11th part of Surah YuSuf. Previously, last Tafseer, last session, we have discussed that the king of Egypt, Rayyan bin Walid, he saw a dream. Rayyan bin Walid saw a dream. And the dream was, he saw 7 fat cows, 7 fat cows are being eaten by 7 lean cows. And 7 green ears of corn, and others, there were 7 others, they were dry. This was very uncommon dream the king saw. He was very furious and anxious to know the interpretation of the dream. So he called his counselors, his people who were mastered in their interpretation of the dream. He called them and he asked them the interpretation. And the reply they gave to the king, they said, قَالُوا أَضْغَاثُ أَحْلَامٍ. This is just a mixture of dream. We don't know this kind of the meaning of this dream. So at that point, the person who was released from the prison, he remembered the YuSuf alayhi salatu wasalam, the interpretation YuSuf alayhi salatu wasalam gave to him when he was in prison, him and his inmate. And that interpretation became accurate, was correct. So Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam gave, and he was very impressed. So he realized that the Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, who is in the prison, he is the only person who can give the interpretation of this dream, the king's dream. So he said to the king that I know someone who will able to give you the interpretation of the dream, so send me. وقال الذي نجا منهما وذكر بعد أمة أنا أنبئكم بتأويله فأرسلوا. The person who was released amongst those two, he realized, he remembered after several days, after several years, after few times, أنا أنبئكم بتأويله, that, oh the king, I will inform you the interpretation, so send me to the prison. I know someone, my friend, who's in prison, who is able to interpret your dream. So the person went and he asked Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam about the dream. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam gave the interpretations, and we discussed this last week. When the king of Egypt heard the interpretations of Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, he was very impressed by the interpretation, ta'abir, that was given by Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. And he immediately recognized the status of Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. He knew that a person who can give this interpretation, he is not a normal person, he is a learned person. He is the one who can help the king. So the king said, he sent the messengers to the prison to bring Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam in front of him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَقَالَ الْمَلِكُ ائْتُونِي بِهِ. The king said, bring Yusuf in front of me. Bring him to me. Who? Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created a means to take Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam out from the prison with the respect and honor. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, Prophet of Allah. Do you know why he went to the prison? He went to the prison for no reason, for a guilt that he hasn't committed. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to release Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam from prison with dignity, with honor, with respect. Now look how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. Now this is now the time for Yusuf alayhi, the good time, the better time is coming for Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam.
فَلَمَّا جَاءَهُ الرَّسُولُ
When the messenger came to Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, and he said, "Oh Yusuf, we've got a good news for you. You are released. The king wants you. You are released from the prison." Now imagine if I or you were here, there at that time, after serving 11, 12, 12 years in prison, and suddenly a news comes, "Oh, you are released. King is wanting you." What will happen? I will rush towards the gate to release from the prison. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam said,
قَالَ ارْجِعْ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ
"Go back to your master, go back to your Lord.
فَاسْأَلْهُ
And ask him,
مَا بَالُ النِّسْوَةِ اللَّاتِي
قَطَّعْنَا أَيْدِيَهُمْ What is the conditions of those women who cut their hands?
إِنَّ رَبِّي بِكَيْدِهِنَّ عَلِيمٌ
Indeed, my Lord is well aware of their plot. Now Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam send their messenger back, "Go back to your master and tell your master, tell your king to investigate why I was put into prison. I was made guilty of something that I haven't done. So the king needs to investigate and clear this summon before I can come out of the prison." Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam used his logic and hikmat and wisdom here. What was the logic behind this? What was the wisdom behind this? Why Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam did not respond to the messengers? Why Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam delayed to come out from the prison? In Sahihain, Hazrat Abu Huraira radiallahu ta'ala anhu mentioned that Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "Walau labistu fi sijni," Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, "Walau labistu fi sijni ma labisa Yusuf la ajabtu da'iya." If I stayed in prison as long as the amount of time, years, Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam served the sentence, years in prison, and then the caller come to me, I would have answered the caller straight away. I would have answered the caller straight away. In another hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Walau kuntu ana la asra'tu al-ijabata wa ma btaghaytu al-'udhra." If I were there and the caller came to me, I would have rushed, I would have run and wouldn't look for any excuse, wouldn't look for any reason. Now, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is trying to tell the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala anhum the honor that Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam had, the respect of Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, the status of Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. That Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam was so patient. He was so honored person. He was so patient person that even though after serving 12 years in prison, he didn't rush to the 12 years he served in prison for no reason. This was a test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah put his, beloved servant, dear servant, in great test. In great test. More great you are, the more great test you face. The more close to you Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the more test you face from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now because YuSuf alayhi salatu wassalam, he was guilty of something he hasn't done. Now because he was a prophet, he was a da'i of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he wanted to clear his name. Because the people in Egypt, they have this in their mind about YuSuf alayhi salatu wasalam, why YuSuf went to jail. Because of some women, because of Zulaykha. And they spread the news that YuSuf was the one who tried to seduce Zulaykha. Well, it was around, it was opposite. It was Zulaykha who seduced Hazrat YuSuf alayhi salatu wasalam. So YuSuf alayhi salatu wasalam took very calm. He took this situation calmly, slowly, steadily. That's why he delayed. He wanted to clear his name. He wanted the king to investigate the situation, the condition, why he was put into the jail. The ulama says there were two main reasons. The first was that his purpose as a prophet entailed propagation and preaching. He was a prophet, and his aim is to propagate people, to give da'wah to the people. Now, if the people have doubt on Hazrat YuSuf alayhi salatu wasalam, of a guilty, then his preaching will be tarnished. People will not accept his da'wah very easily because they will realize, remember what the reason, purpose why YuSuf alayhi salatu wasalam was put into jail. Do you know what I'm coming from? Do you know why? The first reason? Because he was a prophet, because he was a Nabi, because he was a Rasul of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now if he goes out and propagate the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and people who already have something about YuSuf, a doubt about YuSuf, they will not accept the da'wah of YuSuf. They will reject, oh, you've been present, you are in jail because of something else you've done. Do you understand? So YuSuf alayhi salatu wasalam, he sent the messenger back, clear my summon, clear my guilty. The king need to deliver the speech in favor of me that I am innocent. He needs to prove that I am innocent. He needs to prove to the public that I am innocent. The truth must come out. The truth must come out. And the second reason was Sayyidina YuSuf alayhi salatu wasalam, that he knew that there will be a time. He knew that there will be a time coming for him that he will become a great person. He will gain a position of authority on people. So it was necessary that all kind of doubt that people have regarding him, that should be removed. Because when you become a man of authority in the community, you should be very straight person. You should act like very honest person. For the people to trust you. You shouldn't do something with people mind into doubt. So YuSuf alayhi salatu wasalam sent the messenger back, go and tell the king to investigate my situation. to ask those women. Now here he said, ask those women, بال النسوة اللاتي قطعنا أيديهن. Now it wasn't those women, it was the one person, and that was Zuleika, but he referred to the woman. Now here is another wisdom behind why Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam didn't mention specifically Imra'atul Aziz. He didn't mention Imra'atul Aziz. Go and ask the Imra'atul Aziz, the Aziz Misr's wife. But he said, ask those women. Why Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam didn't mention specifically Imra'atul Aziz here? It is to show the respect to the Aziz Misr, who honored him, who looked after him, who cared for him. It is to show the gratitude to the Aziz Misr. That's why he didn't mention the Aziz Misr wife here. He mentioned in general, look, ask those women what, they know everything about him. And in some narration scholars mentioned that it was also, those women were also involved in seducing Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. So he sent the messenger back and said, tell the king to investigate. Now in the hadith of Bukhari, mentioned here that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that if I were in the place of Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam and the caller came to me, I would have answered the caller. Now this is to show the honor of Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, the patience how Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam had. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is indicating the great virtues that Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam hold. Now that doesn't mean that Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam was very superior to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. No, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam places maqam is over all of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. This is just an individual case. So when the messenger returned to the king and he said, this is what Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam said, this is what Yusuf said, that he needs to be cleared of the summon. You need to investigate about what happened, the situation of the woman. Now the king called the woman. All those women, king called. And he said, قَالَ مَا خَطْبُكُنَّ إِذْ رَاوَدتُّنَّ يُوسُفَ عَنْ نَفْسِهِ. The king said that what is your case, your tale in regard to Yusuf, that you women seduced Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. What is the story behind this? The women, they were in front of the king, and now king directly asking those women, now tell me the truth, what happened? They are in the court of king. The women are in the court of king. Zuleika was also present there, and her friends. Now king asking, now tell me this truth. Ma khatbukunna, what is your story? When you seduce Yusuf. قلنا حاش لله ما علمنا عليه من سوء. They said, God forbid. Hasha lillah, God forbid. Oh, Allah is pure. Allah is pure. ما علمنا عليه من شيء. ما علمنا عليه من سوء. We don't know anything bad about Yusuf. We don't know anything bad about Yusuf. Yusuf didn't do anything bad. Yusuf didn't do anything bad. He was clear, he was perfect, he was innocent. And at that moment, the Zulaykha, the wife of Aziz Misr, she spoke.
قالت امرأة العزيز الآن حصحص الحق.
The woman of Aziz, the wife of Aziz Misr, she said, now, الآن حصحص الحق, the truth has come out. حصحص أي ظهر الحق. The truth has come clear now. Or حصحص means to confirm. The truth is confirmed. The truth is confirmed. أنا راودته. She's admitting now. أنا راودته. I was the one who seduced Yusuf. عن نفسه. وإنه لمن الصادقين. And Yusuf was indeed amongst the truthful ones. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves someone, loves his servant so much, and he wants to give that person, individual person, a great level status, superiority upon people, he does this, he creates a means, he opens the mouth of an enemy to say the truth, to clear the innocent, to clear the guilt of that servant and prove the innocent from the enemy. This is the miracle. This is what Allah subhanahu, that's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala works. The Zulaykha was the one who sent Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam in prison, who made Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam guilty and put him into jail. Now here Zulaykha is now admitting her guilt and pronouncing the innocence of Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. Now Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam is pure. Now the doubt in people's mind is clear. Now he's ready to come out. Now he's ready to come out and serve the Ummah. وَإِنَّهُ لَمِنَ الصَّادِقِينَ. He is the truthful one. Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, truthful one. He is the Sadiqeen, he is the trustworthy one. All the Anbiya alayhi salatu wasalam, they were Sadiqeen. They were truthful one. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made them to speak truth. Allah gave them prophet to speak the truth. Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, all the prophets, their attributes are excellence. Their attitude are excellence. Their behavior are excellence.
ذلك ليعلم أني لم أخنه بالغيب.
Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam mentioning the two considerations. Why Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam had done this. Why Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam delayed to come out from the prison. And why Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam wanted this whole thing to be investigated. Allah, Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam said, this is because that the king should know, or the Aziz Misr should know, that I did not betray him in his absence. I want the wife, the husband of the Zulaykha know that I did not betray him, I did not do anything wrong in his absence. وأن الله لا يهدي كيد الخائنين. And Allah does not promote the plot of a betrayer. Allah does not guide the betrayer's plot. The people who betray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't guide their plot, doesn't promote their plot. Now here, in today's lesson, we learn some rulings, some lessons. One of the lessons that we learn today is that Allah Ta'ala when Allah gives someone an honor, a respect, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives someone the responsibility. When you become a responsible person for a community, you should be always honest and truthful. If you are accused falsely, then you should try utmost to clear yourself, to present yourself innocent to the people, and do whatever it takes. And do whatever. This is your right. This is your haqq. This is your haqq. When you are the man of authority, when you hold an authority upon people, you are responsible people. People put their trust on you. This is for the ulama. The ulama, the scholars. Al-ulama warasatul anbiya. The ulama, the a'imma, they are the inheritance of the prophets. They are the responsible people. So the ulama, the alim, he should always be trusted. He always be clear from any kind of, people should not doubt him. If any false accusation put on him, he should protect himself, he should fight for his right and clear his guilt and prove his innocence. This is what YuSuf alayhi salatu wasalam has done. And another lesson that Anbiya and Ulama have a dual duty. They should naturally be concerned about the attitude of people towards their akhirah. Always care about people's akhirah. Always be in the favor of people. Always be in benefiting people. Always be in benefiting people. Now here YuSuf alayhi salatu wasalam, if he wanted to put those women into prison, he could have claimed that I served 12 years for something that I haven't done because of these women. Now I want these women to serve 20 years in jail. If I was there, yeah, I would have said, no, I will not come out from the jail until these women, they serve the same years as me. But YuSuf alayhi salatu wasalam forgave. He showed his morality, good conduct to the people. This is what he said to his brothers as well. You know what his brothers did? And when the truth came in front of his brothers that YuSuf was the king of Egypt, the minister of Egypt is their brother YuSuf alayhi salatu wasalam, they have done wrong to YuSuf. Now, what did YuSuf alayhi salatu wasalam say to his brothers? La tasriba alaykum al-yawm. I don't put you brothers into account anymore. I let you go free. You're free. You're forgiven. So forgiveness, the authority, people of authority, the ulama, the person who Allah gives him knowledge, Allah gives him authority, he should always be humble, simple, and forgiving. You have the authority in your family. If you're a husband, if you have children, you have wife, you have authority. You should be humble with them. You should be caring with them. You should be forgiving them their mistakes. So second lesson we learned that be humble, be forgiving, and be caring for the people who you look after. Inshallah, next week we will be starting para 13, which is a part of the Surah YuSuf. وَمَا أُبَرِّئُ نَفْسِي إِنَّ النَّفْسَ لَأَمَّارَةٌ بِالسُّوءِ. Hazrat YuSuf alayhi salatu wasalam, he says that I do not absolve my inner self of blame. I do not say that I'm, pure, my nafs is clear. In the nafs al-ammaratun bisu, surely man's inner self often incites to evil. Inshallah, I will carry on from this verse from next week. There are more details, more tafsir into these verses. Inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to act upon what has been said. Wa akhir dawana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. I try to make it very simple and short every week so the people don't get bored. Don't get bored, inshallah.
Our English is not very good.